Hey guys, so the Nintendo Direct just happened. It was really long, and since it was the first one they had in like 500 days, not all the games were exciting. Some of them were just kind of filler or for very, very small children. So I'm going to highlight kind of the best games here that they did announce and that we did get to see. So first of all, we have Pyra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 here. She's actually going to be in Smash, and I think it's really cool. I think it's the second representation that we have Xenoblade Chronicles. The first one was Shulk. This one is Pyra. So you can see her moveset. That up B looks very similar to Link, except it's on fire. So that's really cool. And then she actually has a unique ability as well. So right here, Link comes in and she gets smacked, and Link throws this bomb. And then I guess this is a spoiler for anyone who hasn't played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but she can actually transform. And you get the second character here called, and I won't spoil it before the reveal, you get another character called Mithra there. And it's the mechanics kind of very, very similar to Sheik and Zelda, how they were back then. But now you get like the two swords woman here, and you can see that Mithra's B skill, it's actually a little different from Pyra in the sense that, you know, she has more of a sword-based B skill, kind of like almost very similar to Byleth with all his different weapons. So there's that. So you see, it's like two characters in one, and I think that's very exciting. You do get this Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sort of map, I guess, where you're on the flying equivalent of an airship. It's a dragon. And you saw the Mii costume for Rex there, kind of the main protagonist, but all of the other characters are there. You do notice that Rex is missing, and he's missing because he's in the Super Smash special, or the Smash Ball special, if you want to call it. So depending on who you have out, Rex will help you do two different types, right? So she's there, and here's kind of their fan service moment of her and Shulk, and they're finally gonna clash Blade with Shulk's Monado there. I think it's pretty crazy how, like, in the first game, Shulk has a special sword, but everyone else in the second game, they have all the special sword. So that's kind of the first one that's exciting. The second one here, we didn't get an update for Breath of the Wild 2. What we got instead was a Skyward Sword HD. So you see here Skyward Sword. A lot of people didn't play this, and honest, I didn't play it either because I believe it was on the Wii U. And you know, being released so late after the Wii's life cycle and onto the Wii U didn't sell a lot of consoles. So I'm sure, like many people like me, you guys haven't played Skyward Sword either. But it's more of a traditional Zelda game in the sense that, how to say, the movements are kind of the same. You can't really climb anywhere, but it does have the new mechanics where you can travel to any dungeon at level 1. So he's here, he's going to explain to you how it works, because on the Wii U, basically you use the nunchuck and the Wiimote to use your shield and sword respectively, and you can do like vertical slashes, horizontal slashes. What they did was they basically mapped those to the nunchucks. So this is what he's showing you here.
Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
But check that out. Check out the rest of this video if you want to know how they implemented that. They did it with the buttons too, where you can use kind of the right joystick. But the third game that I'm excited for, it's this new RPG here. It has that 2.5D feel of it's kind of modernized 2D but you get that 3D feel. And this is just a cinematic trailer. But basically you get the scale, and all your decisions you make falls into one of 3 categories. And depending on what you do, the story will play out differently. And you see there that 2.5D artwork. This time you do play as a team, and your allies are kind of like the Mass Effect allies or the Dragon Age allies, where they each have their own preference on what they prefer, and you either need to convince them or side with them, and depending on how you side, certain allies will join you, certain allies won't. But it is a tactical RPG, so if you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, you're going to be very familiar with it. It has mechanics like the Skya too, the Skya also, so that if you're familiar with that, you're going to like that. We also get a new trailer for No More Heroes. So No More Heroes, I really like the game. It's a game about assassins where you basically do kind of Grand Theft Auto type of mini games, but basically it's kind of a mock on those side missions in those open world games. But then the highlight of the games are really the boss fights. Each boss has like multiple stages of the boss fights, and you challenge them. So in the first 2 games, you fight assassins. This time, aliens have taken over, and they're trying to find like the best warrior. So you get to fight those. So really looking forward to this. It's very quirky. You can see there it has like throwback to other Japanese style games, including horror, including the Final Fantasy menu there. It has that pixel look, which I love, combined with the 3D. So definitely check this out, especially if you like action games, especially if you like tough boss fights. No More Heroes is going to be for you. And I mean, Travis uses a lightsaber. Even that scene right there, it's from Akira, the anime. So looking forward to that. We do get a new trailer here for Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise kind of, it shows you more monsters. So I'm just going to talk through these monsters. So there's that Rathalos, and you know Rathalos, every single game has to have Rathalos, but they show you some of the new monsters here for New to Switch. This is the Rachna one, and it's basically like a spider dragon, which is crazy, and like a moth as well. And then you have this, which looks like a magma dragon, Basarios. He has the magma rocks on his body. You have this armadillo one, Vividon. It has like the anteater tongue. So that's gonna be cool. And then you get another aquatic one. I know in the original Monster Hunter world there was like one fish monster and that's it. This one looks like it's taking it back there to the aqua area. Now, you're going to see a whole bunch of new characters in this particular trailer. This is like the resident ninja, who's like, oh my god, this rampage thing that happens every once in a while is beginning and the monsters are attacking.
And we suffered some devastating casualties.
Devastating casualties.
Our hunter is about to face the biggest challenge yet.
Here they're showing you a lot of the arena stuff. So arena is kind of like a place where you fight the monsters, except instead of arena it looks like you're defending a gate, so kind of tower defense. But look at that switch axe skill. That's really cool. And so you kind of lure them all into this arena environment, and there's multiple monsters and you kind of hit them with different things. They show you some of the new moves. So there's the one for the hammer there with the wire bug. They show you that you can ride the wyvern and make them do the breath attack.
Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
Oh, I guess there's gonna be one apex that you gotta defeat.
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to
So in the last trailer, they introduced these 2 women as kind of side characters, but they actually fight. So that's kind of the surprise here. She's like, you know what we have to do, and then they show up, one with a lance, my gosh, and then one with a bow. So that's kind of the interesting thing about this one. And then last but not least, I didn't know where this particular trailer was headed. basically you start in the desert here, and everyone's like, this is the last game they're gonna show. What exactly is it? But then you have this character customization, and as soon as you saw the eyes and the squid, you knew it had to be Splatoon. So what they're allowing you to do this time, as they're showing you, is they're allowing you to customize your character. So hair, eyes, shorts, and then you also get kind of this companion, and it looks like a fish chicken, right? But you can have it different hair, and then you're ready to go. One of the things I want to point out is, like, I don't know what the story is, but that looks like a reverse Eiffel Tower, right, in this post-apocalyptic world with Splatoon. And you see a bow weapon, so that's kind of what they're highlighting here. And then you think she's gonna walk all the way, but she's like, nope, I'm gonna take the train. And the neat thing is, this train is all graffiti, so it's very fitting to the Splatoon world. And now they do kind of this next scene where they're just loading the train. And I think this is kind of like a loading screen where she's sitting on the train and she's looking around and the pet is all hopping up and down. It reminds me of like the Mass Effect elevator ride when you're just standing there waiting for the elevator to go up. So that's interesting. And then she gets to Splatoon City. This is kind of the main hub where y'all hang out between matches and customize your characters and interact with the NPCs and stuff. So that's what it's gonna be. I think this is... And then you get this great riff, and they're like, ha, Splatoon 3 is coming! And that's that. And then they actually show you, which is nice, some of the gameplay here, with the yellow team popping in, and the purple team here. So you're getting new colors. Hopefully we get more and more colors as we come in. Okay, now you see that it's like a crazy match. They're showing you some of the weapons, and it's funny because the main character they created started out with a bow, and then here she has just like the giant bazooka. So I thought that was hilarious. Alright guys, let me know if I missed any new cool games you think should be on this particular list. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Bye!